Reflections, pastel portraits, and paintings. Well, we specialize in portraits, but because of the wide realm of art, we do all types of stuff, landscapes, seascapes, commission work, and portraits cover not only just people, but I do pets and different things also. Pastels is what I use most, and there's a reason behind that, because it wasn't what I used at first. I did do oil paintings and acrylics, and due to the fact that I was selling a lot to our people, black people, and the cost of oils is so expensive, it really is. So what I wanted to do was go to something that was economical that I could sell, and something that was economical for me to use. And that's where the use of pastel came in.
Gotcha.
And I did it in a way that a lot of pastel artists don't do. I did a rendering of it where I did a lot of blending instead of just using a lot of strokes, so that when I end up with the portrait, you really have to look at it close to see, is that oil, is it pastel? Because there's so many different ways to render pastel. But so that's why pastel is the main medium that I use, but I also still use graphite and watercolor a lot.
So the business base is in Augusta, Georgia, but the actual gallery is located in Aiken at Art and Soul Gallery. And so this is a very, it's a very new place for us. We've actually been there maybe about 3 months now. It's a very diverse gallery, so that means that there are many other artists that are also there, but there's also a variety of art, from sculptures to jewelry to pottery, and I say to different other artists that specialize in, some artists only use acrylic, some only use oils. So it's a very unique gallery. It's located in the alley in Aiken, South Carolina. And the great thing about this gallery is most artists find it difficult to find a place to hang because they want to charge you for wall space. So you do pay for your wall space there, but they don't charge a commission fee. So you get whatever you put on the picture. So the artist actually gets that. And we also have the opportunity of changing out our art every month. So that is, for us, is not a challenge because Robert paints every day. So it's not a challenge. Right now in the gallery, we actually have 14 pieces hanging. We have a sports wall, a Beaufort, South Carolina wall, and we have a country scene wall hanging right now in that gallery. So the task that's put before me now is to figure out what we're going to hang on August 15th, because that's when. But the other thing that we've been afforded is we also have our artwork in several other cities. Beaufort, South Carolina, we have art hanging there. We have art in one of the main African American soul restaurants in Augusta, Georgia. We've been given the opportunity to hang art in Johnston, South Carolina, at another African American restaurant called Third Generations. So So we'll be hanging art there starting in the month of August. So we've those avenues have really opened up for us. We'll get a phone call from the restaurant and say, hey, someone's interested in your picture. We'll either take that picture down for them, or if they're interested in another picture, they can have access to that. So Georgia has really been a good place, and so we're excited about being in Aiken. Just a variety of people, just not African Americans, but any diversity, and so we're excited about there, and just glad that we're given that opportunity.
We try to keep no less than 10 fresh pieces.
10 to 14.
And when I say no less than 10, when I say fresh pieces, I never leave anything that this month, I never leave it over to the next month. My premise on this is if people keep seeing the same thing, then they stop looking. They walk in and go, oh, this picture right here would be on this wall, and that would be on this wall. So we try to change it out with fresh pieces. Now, actually, in my stockpile, because I paint every day, I have enough pieces to change, I bet, for the next 8 months and never have to paint again.
Right.
But because I do paint every day, sometimes I might do a series that say, man, I need to bring this out now. So changing it out every month is really an easy thing for me, because I just have that much work in there, and I keep saying that much work, but the thing I like about what I do is not really work, it's what I do. You can go to the Art and Soul Gallery of Aiken. That's one way you can get to it. You can also get to it off of my Instagram page at Robert Atkins, or Reflections Facebook. On Facebook.
Yes, 757-286-2824. And there's an email address, Surge, SURG, Jackie, JACKIE, at AOL.com.
And the other thing is that a lot of times when you're looking at art, you don't find exactly what you want. So what we offer consultations. So you can kind of tell me what you're looking for, and I will sketch during the time, and when we finish with our consultation, you say, yeah, that's what I really want. So commission work is always appreciated. Your idea of what you want. All I want to do is take your idea, put it on canvas so you can enjoy looking at it. So anytime you look at something and you don't see exactly what you want, you might see 3 or 4 pictures, 3 or 4 pieces. And so, well, I like that one, but I like to have this house and that scene, and I want to be in wintertime. So that's the reason we do the consultation, so I can get a good feel for what you actually want. If it's a portrait and you have more than one person on it, or you want more than one person, you don't have to worry about getting a picture with everybody on the same picture. You just bring me all the favorites that you like and tell me how you want them arranged. And we will take your separate pictures and make one family portrait out of it. And change the lighting, change the eyes on it so that one person is not like they're looking off to the left or to the right. So that everybody looked like they were at the same place at the same time. So it's one of the things that we enjoy doing. I came upon this years ago when there was a lot of grandkids that didn't have pictures with their grandparents. So I would do grandparents and grandkids that really never got a chance to see one another. But through this, they were able to have a portrait of the entire family together. No. I enjoy a challenge. So the larger you have it, I might have to go to a different medium, but the larger you have it, the more we appreciate getting to work for it. Okay, my turnaround time, and before you even send the picture to me, I see where I am in the stream of what I'm doing. I try not to accept more work than I can get back at the promised date. I don't like doing that. So if you send me a piece and I'm not in the middle of something or I'm finishing up or something, I try to give you a 2-week turnaround. That's one of the things we really specialize in, because so many times people don't have that clear shot. And so yeah, if you give me a clear picture of what you really want, but I like her hair in this one, or I like what she have on this one, and I can't see her face clear enough. I have done some portraits where one side of the picture is completely distorted, but what I do is take the clear side and sort of mimic the other side. And by talking to you, did they have anything on that side that was purely distinctive? A mole, a beauty mole, or anything like this? Well, then that's something that you want on that side, even though you can't see it on the actual photograph that we have there. So it's an extensive process, but it's one that, as I say, we like to challenge and just to be able to do it.
And it can be difficult at times because some women actually do want facelifts with the portrait. And so sometimes you might, and he's done pictures where before framing it, the customer will come in and say, well, can you make my lips a little smaller, or can you make my gum line come up some, even though that's the way your gums are. And so the challenge is to even though the picture is like the person is, sometimes they do want changes, and so that can be a challenge. But of course, we remember that the customer's paying, and so the bottom line is, if that's what they want, then that's what he does for them. Sure, it's
simple.
It's called a print, and now we don't print everything. If it is a commission piece, and that person that's asking for it is not the person that bought it, then we would have to get permission from the person that actually bought it to find out if they want to print. Some things, some of his other work that he does, we will print those, and that's a much lower rate. I can't say the quality is that much lesser. Most of the prints some people can't even tell prints from originals. So the quality is still there, but the cost of the portrait or painting print, of course, is a lot less. And again, it depends on the size. It depends if you want it framed. Framing, again, will raise the cost of a print. But our prints right now range from anywhere from $30 to $60 unframed. So if we get it framed, it probably runs between $100 and $120. So that's a lot lesser price than a $500, $600, $700, $800 portrait.
Well, that's you have to kind of break away from art, and you have to sort of address that this was something that was given to you, not just by anybody, but by a supreme being. And to not honor that is really a dishonor to God itself. It's not so much as you not honoring that I don't ever want to draw again, because different things happen to people, and that they feel like I can't do this anymore. Sometimes I understand that. But when you're talking about something that you really got as a gift, you didn't do a lot to deserve this, and you're going to give up on it? I mean, what did you do to get it? So you start trying to approach it from the standpoint that there's a lot of things you can give up on, but you never give up on what God just gave you, because He wanted you to show Him through your work.
So to add to what Robert said, when young people have been given that gift, they have to remember to prioritize. When Robert was supporting his family prior years, of course you could not depend on art for that. God has blessed us to reach retirement age, and so now he's able to continue with this gift of his art. I would say to any young artist, don't give up. I would say hold on to your dream, paint when you can paint, draw when you can paint. Our godson is an excellent artist. He's a animation artist and very gifted, but his degree is in computer science and cybersecurity. That's what's going to pay his bills. But he already knows that he keeps that pad in his trunk, because on those days that he can go get under a tree, that's what he does. So I would say keep that gift, because it was meant for you. Just prioritize it, hang on to it, and not only hang on to it, but hang in there.
No matter what you do, just honor God with it.
Yeah, do it well.
Be patient. Don't ever stop learning from other people. It's not an envy. It's not a competition. But there might be one way that somebody's doing something that you can benefit from. So just keep an open mind and always be open to learn.